The art of being happy in life is not something you find outside of yourself. It is not hidden in money, people, success, or perfect circumstances. It is something you slowly learn, practice, and build from within, often without realizing it, through small choices made every single day. Happiness is not a destination you reach one day and then stay there forever. It is a way of moving through life, a way of seeing, a way of responding to both joy and pain. Many people believe happiness will come later, later when they achieve more, later when they are loved more, later when life finally becomes easy. But the truth is that later never arrives the way we imagine it. Life keeps changing, challenges keep appearing, and if happiness depends on conditions being perfect, it will always remain just out of reach. The art of being happy begins when you stop postponing joy and start allowing it into the present moment, exactly as life is right now. Happiness does not mean a life without problems. It means learning how to stand steady even when problems appear. It means understanding that pain is part of being human, but suffering is often created by the stories we tell ourselves about that pain. When you stop fighting reality and start accepting it, something shifts inside you. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It means seeing clearly, without resistance, so you can move forward with wisdom instead of frustration. Happiness grows when you build a healthy relationship with yourself. This means speaking to yourself with kindness instead of constant criticism. It means forgiving yourself for past mistakes and understanding that growth often comes through failure. You are not meant to be perfect. You are meant to learn. When you stop attacking yourself for not being enough, you create space for confidence and self-respect to grow. The art of being happy also involves setting boundaries. You cannot be at peace if you are constantly drained by people, situations, or expectations that do not honor your well-being. Learning to say no without guilt is a powerful act of self-care. Boundaries are not walls. They are guidelines that protect your energy and allow you to show up as your best self. Another truth about happiness is that it thrives on purpose. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need a grand mission or a perfect plan. But having something meaningful to move toward gives life direction. Purpose does not have to be loud or impressive. Sometimes it is as simple as becoming a better version of yourself, helping others in small ways, or creating something that expresses who you are. Happiness is also deeply connected to connection. Humans are not meant to live in isolation. Meaningful relationships provide support, understanding, and shared joy. This does not mean you need many people around you. A few genuine connections are far more valuable than constant social noise. When you invest in relationships built on trust and respect, life feels richer and more fulfilling. At the same time, learning to enjoy your own company is a powerful step toward happiness. When you are comfortable being alone, you stop seeking validation from others. You begin to make choices based on what truly aligns with you, not on what will impress or please someone else. Solitude becomes a place of clarity rather than loneliness. The art of being happy also means allowing yourself to feel. Many people try to avoid sadness, fear, or disappointment, believing these emotions are signs of weakness. But emotions are signals, not enemies. When you allow yourself to feel fully without judgment, emotions move through you instead of getting stuck. This emotional honesty creates resilience and inner strength. Happiness grows when you take care of your body as well as your mind. Your physical health and mental state are deeply connected. Simple habits like moving your body, getting enough rest, and nourishing yourself properly can dramatically affect how you feel emotionally. You do not need extreme routines. Consistency in small healthy choices makes a lasting difference. Another powerful element of happiness is learning to let go of control. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned. When you cling too tightly to outcomes, you create constant tension. Trusting that you can handle whatever comes, even if it is not what you expected, brings a deep sense of calm. Letting go does not mean being passive. It means focusing on what you can control and releasing what you cannot. Happiness also comes from growth. When you challenge yourself, step outside your comfort zone, and learn new things, you feel alive. Growth can be uncomfortable, but it is deeply rewarding. Stagnation often leads to dissatisfaction, while progress, even slow progress, creates momentum and hope. The art of being happy teaches you to appreciate simplicity. Happiness is often found in quiet moments that go unnoticed. A deep breath, a peaceful walk, a meaningful conversation, a moment of laughter. When you slow down enough to notice these moments, life feels fuller and more beautiful. Forgiveness is another key to happiness. Holding on to resentment keeps you emotionally tied to past pain. Forgiveness does not mean excusing harmful behavior. It means freeing yourself from the burden of carrying anger. When you release resentment, you make space for peace. Happiness also requires honesty. Being honest with yourself about what you truly want, what drains you, and what fulfills you allows you to live authentically. Living out of alignment with your values creates inner conflict. Living in alignment creates inner peace. The art of being happy is not about always feeling good. It is about feeling whole. It is about understanding that life includes both light and darkness, and that both have something to teach you. When you stop chasing constant positivity and start embracing reality, happiness becomes more stable and real. Happiness grows when you focus on progress instead of perfection. Perfection is an illusion that creates pressure and disappointment. Progress, no matter how small, builds confidence and motivation. Celebrate how far you have come instead of only focusing on how far you have to go. Another truth about happiness is that it often comes when you give. Helping others, offering kindness, and contributing to something beyond yourself creates a sense of meaning that personal success alone cannot provide. Giving does not require wealth or status. It requires presence and intention. The art of being happy also means choosing peace over ego. Not every argument needs to be won. Not every opinion needs to be defended. Sometimes letting go is the most powerful choice you can make. Peace is more valuable than being right. Happiness is strengthened by trust in yourself. Trust that you can learn. Trust that you can adapt. Trust that you can survive difficult moments and grow from them. Self-trust creates confidence and reduces fear. As you practice the art of being happy, you begin to notice a shift. Life does not suddenly become perfect, but you become stronger, calmer and more grounded. You respond instead of react. You appreciate instead of complain. You choose intentionally instead of drifting. Happiness is not something you chase. It is something you allow. It is built through awareness, kindness, patience, and courage. Courage to be yourself. Courage to let go. Courage to live fully, even when life feels uncertain. The art of being happy in life is a lifelong practice. Some days will feel easy. Some days will feel heavy. But each day offers a chance to choose presence over distraction, gratitude over resentment, growth over fear. And over time, these choices shape a life that feels meaningful, balanced, and deeply fulfilling. You do not need to wait for permission to be happy. You do not need to earn it or prove yourself worthy of it. Happiness begins when you decide to live with intention, to honor who you are, and to meet life with an open heart. This is the art of being happy, not perfect, not effortless, but real, resilient, and deeply human.